What's up everyone? Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Today we're taking a look at Vechain and its recent price action, and make sure to watch the video till the end for a price prediction for the short and the long term as well. First things first, please smash the likes, subscribe and hit the bell icon. YouTube is not pushing crypto content out currently and our subscribers aren't getting notifications, so make sure to join our free Telegram to stay up to date with all of our videos as they are posted, link in the description. It really helps if you hit the like. We're posting 4 videos per day, so come back every day for daily updates and analysis. And make sure to comment down below for your chance to win a hardware wallet in our new monthly giveaway. We'd also like to thank you all so much for your support. We've just hit 10k subscribers, so make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. This is not financial advice. Welcome to Crypto Maximalist. Let's begin. What's up guys, so just before we begin, we're just letting you know that YouTube is currently censoring our content from what we can tell. Our reach to new viewers is officially down around 80% lower than what it was a month ago. So make sure to hit the like button now, it just really helps more people see our content. Just give it a little tap for us now. We've just hit 10k subscribers as well, so thank you all so much for your support, we really appreciate you. We make daily crypto videos, so make sure to check back every single day, or join the free Telegram in the description to get updates of every video being posted. It seems as though even if you have all notifications turned on with the bell and being subscribed, it still doesn't seem to be enough for YouTube to actually push our content out to you. So clearly something fishy is going on. YouTube says that nothing is wrong, but it's obvious that this isn't the case. Especially with the increased amount of scammers and spammers recently, it does seem as though there's something really badly wrong going on with YouTube right now. So please make sure to support by hitting that like button. So just taking a look at Vechain here, it does look as though it's doing something quite interesting, which is something we've noticed for most cryptocurrencies over the past few days. It does look as though we are making higher lows and higher lows on our on pretty much all time frames here, as you can see. And we are forming somewhat of an ascending triangle. This is something that basically has been happening with Bitcoin, and we do think that the wider market is also following suit. Ascending triangles have a 70% chance of breaking to the upside. And just for argument's sake, let's see if this did actually play out here. We'd be looking at something like this, because this is where we formed it. So we would be looking at potentially something around this 11, 12, maybe even 13 cent Vechain. Basically, if this breaks to the upside with any kind of volume and confidence, we could be looking at a nice little move to the upside like this to take us at least to this 11 to 12 cent mark, well above these resistances here. Hopefully back into this range so that we can start moving to the upside, because obviously we've been stuck under this resistance here for some time. As you can see, we've come up and retested it numerous times here, but we haven't actually broke out of it. So pretty obvious that we've been stuck under a fat resistance for a while here. And it does look as though we are somewhat breaking out and retesting it here and fighting in and around this area. So over the next few days, we'll get an idea of what's going on fully for Vechain. But in our opinion, it does look as though things are looking up for Vechain, and we could be looking at a nice breakout to the upside in general, especially with Bitcoin looking as though it may be about to potentially execute this kind of pattern to the upside. And if that's the case, obviously we'll have most cryptocurrencies doing this as well. I think Bitcoin at the time of recording this video is around 34 to 35k. It's had a little pullback over the course of the Sunday evening, so having a little pullback right now, but it does look as though it's still forming this kind of ascending pattern like this. And obviously if that's the case, eventually we're going to have to be forced to go to the upside. And if we do break to the upside out of this resistance line that will be formed, pretty much all cryptos are going to do the same. And provided there's no manipulation in the market, that's what we'll be seeing. So Vechain looking good right now, not oversold or overbought currently on the hourly time frame, just chilling in a nice little range. So we do have potential for growth, for movement to the upside here without getting too overbought, which would be good to see. Obviously on this last little move to the upside here where we retested our resistance, we did get overbought, but we do look as though we've come back here and we are coiling somewhat in a pattern like this, maybe forming some kind of pennant here where we will be making a decision. There's a lot of confluence factors here that we're going to see a move to the upside or the downside pretty quickly, in my opinion, from what we can tell on the hourly time frame. So if we just take a look at the 4 hourly here, you can see that recently we've obviously been horribly oversold. This is something that we will keep rattling on about because we think it's really important. But as you can see, the last time we were this oversold was basically back in September here. Let's just look at this line across here. So as you can see, this is the last time that we were oversold. We did get a bit more of a rollover here, but obviously after this, we did start to pick up and move to the upside. Very good to see. And we are still respecting this big blue, macro blue trend line that we have been respecting here for a long time. We'll continue to talk about this because we think it's really important. Looking at the long term is obviously much more important in our opinion than looking at the short term. You can look at the 5-minute chart all you want, but you're probably not going to get any idea of what's happening on a macro time frame over any significant period of time. But pretty clear to us here. Obviously in March we got really oversold on our daily time frame here, and we got a very nice little reversal where we basically went from really oversold here to really overbought. We basically had a nice little move up like this. We got really overbought in this area. We obviously chopped it sideways a bit. We got a bearish divergence here, price action increasing, RSI decreasing. We got our pullback that we were looking for, where we came back here. We retested key levels of previous support. As you can see, this previous swing high, key level of support. We came back, we perfectly retested, we double retested the trend line here. And then obviously getting pretty oversold in this area with the bullish divergence as well. As you can see here, a nice bullish divergence. Price action coming down, RSI coming up. And then obviously you can see what happened then. We got the wave 2 of this big run up that we've been seeing over the past year or so. Very nice run up here from oversold but to incredibly overbought again on our daily time frame. And now look what's happening again. We're having a nice long decent cooling off period, and we're basically tapping into these kinds of zones again here, where we are potentially looking at a very big reversal on a macro scale. We're not saying this is definitely going to happen, but this is just what the data is suggesting. This has actually happened 2 times now, and we're approaching potentially the 3rd time this could happen. So just the point that we're making here is the RSI oversold to overbought, price action goes up. Then we have a cooling off phase where we go from overbought to oversold. So we kind of chop it downwards and sideways like this, and then oversold again to overbought. We run all the way up from, what is this? From about 1 cent all the way to 28 cents here. Absolutely incredible. And now look what's happening again. We're massively overbought on a daily time frame. We're coming back down, consolidating, getting oversold, and we are approaching those levels where we're potentially going to be tapping into that oversold level on our daily time frame here. Also potentially with confluence too. Bouncing off this blue macro trend line, which has been respected. So as far as I'm concerned, we could come all the way down to around 5 cents here, and I wouldn't be concerned whatsoever because we're probably just back testing support. But as you can see, we have been back testing previous levels very nicely. We just got really overextended on this area here, and now we're having that nice little correction in the market, aren't we? So nothing to be too concerned about in our opinion. As we keep saying, we do think that Vechain does have the potential to go lower here, maybe back test these levels here at like 5 or 6 cents properly, and then bounce off this blue macro trend line. We could still see this get oversold on our chart. And as you can see, the last times that we were oversold on our chart, we had very nice runs to the upside like this. We're coming in waves, aren't we? We have a big run up, sideways and down, big run up, sideways and down. And then if we get another big run up like this, we could easily be looking at $1 per Vechain in our opinion. It's only around a 10x from the current price, which we do think is very achievable, considering that we did a 28x in the last impulse that we saw. As you can see, we ran from around 1 cent all the way to 28 cents before cooling off. And just for argument's sake, on the first one, we did run around 1400% as well before a cooling off period. So even if we just took the 2 averages of that, between 1400 and 3000, if you're looking at around 2200% gains from here, just for argument's sake, which is what has happened essentially in the last 2 times from the bottom here. If we were looking at 2200%, we would be looking at a $1.50 Vechain. So we do think this is all very possible. This is all based on what we're seeing in the charts. Obviously, we have no idea when this is going to happen or if it's going to happen, but we can just infer what we're seeing on the charts and what we could basically infer based on what we're seeing. And no sign of a bear market, as we keep pointing out. We're obviously back testing the 55 here very nicely and holding it as nice support. So currently in between the 20 and the 55 on the weekly time frame. This probably just means that we're going to be ranging something like this sideways for a while before we get that another impulse to the upside, because we are still in a bull market. And there's no signals to suggest that we're not. We've just got really overbought, as you can see. Now we're having a nice cooling off period, just like we did here. And if this continues for the next few weeks, we won't be too concerned, because that pump to the upside is probably looking quite likely. So in the short term, it's always difficult to know. But if Bitcoin does break out of this ascending triangle that it is forming, we could be looking at Vechain potentially doing the same and getting a nice little pump, maybe to around this 10 cent level and a little bit beyond, depending on how much momentum we do seem to get. But obviously in the long term, as we said, we do strongly believe that Vechain, looking at the daily time frame here and looking at what it's done previously, we're just having a nice little cooling off period, which could happen for the next few weeks potentially. But then we do think that that big move to the upside again does seem likely. when you're looking at the previous data. So that's our update today, guys. We'd like to thank everyone for watching. If you have any comments, questions, or suggestions, please let us know down in the comments section below. Please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you can keep up to date with all of our videos. Remember to comment down below and be subscribed to enter into our brand new monthly giveaway for a hardware wallet. If you'd like to support the channel more directly, please sign up to our Patreon via the link in the description below, or sign up to YouTube membership by hitting the join button right next to the sub below this video, where you can get access to our private Discord. We're offering coin calls, one-to-one access to us personally, insight into our personal portfolio, daily research of crypto assets with massive potential, and access to our brand new 100x portfolio. With so many benefits, you might as well check it out below. Don't forget to get 2 free stocks with Webull by signing up and then depositing $100 using our link in the description below. You can quite literally deposit the $100, get your 2 free stocks, and then withdraw the money, so there's no reason not to do that, and they could be valued all the way up to $1,600 each, but don't forget to actually deposit as well after signing up, otherwise you won't receive the second stock. Scammers get worse every day, so make sure to protect yourself and your crypto online with Pure VPN. Sign up below for some big discounts. You can get access to block content and protect yourself from phishing scams with super low monthly payments and high quality speeds. You can also sign up to our free Telegram via the description as well. All the links are in the description for affiliate links for discounts and free crypto, so go check them all out below. There's plenty of goodness on offer. Please like and subscribe. We are Crypto Maximalists.